Strategic planning enables the formulation of long-term priorities. Enables institutional change to be tackled in a rational manner. Exploit new opportunities as they develop. Directs attention on the main purposes of the institution and its key relationship with its customer. Strategic planning process. Mission and vision. What is our purpose? What are our vision, mission, and values? Customer and learner requirements. Who are our customers? What do our customers expect from us? What do we need to be good at to meet customers' expectation? What do our learners require from the institution? What methods do we use to identify learner and customer needs? Routes to success. What are strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? What factors are critical to our success? Quality performance. What standards are we going to set? How are we going to deliver quality? What will quality cost us? Investing in people. How should we make the most of our staff? Are we investing sufficiently in staff and staff development? Evaluating process. Do we have process in place to deal with things that go wrong? How will we know if we have been successful? Vision, mission, values, and goals. The vision statement communicates the ultimate purpose of the institution and what it stands for. It needs to be short and direct and point out the ultimate purpose of the institution. The mission statement is closely linked to the vision and provides a clear direction for the present and the future. The following points should be in mind when drafting mission statements. Mission statements should be memorable. Mission statements should be easy to communicate. The nature of the business should be made clear in the mission statement. The mission statement should demonstrate a commitment to quality improvement. The mission statement should be a statement of the long-term aims of the organization. The mission statement should be focused towards the customers. Values. The values of an organization are the principles through which it operates and seeks to achieve the vision and its mission. They express the beliefs and aspirations of the institution. Statements of values should be easy to remember and must be readily communicated throughout the institution. Values drive organizations and provide them with direction. They provide consistency of purpose. The values must be aligned to the environment in which the institution operates. They must strike a chord with both customers and staff. An institution must decide on its own values, but they could include many of the following. We put our learners first. We operate at the highest standards of professional integrity. We work as a team. We are committed to continuous improvement. We work to ensure equal opportunities for all. We will deliver the highest possible quality of service. Goals. Once vision, mission, and values have been established, they need to be translated into achievable goals. Goals are often expressed as aims and objectives. It is important that they are expressed in a measurable way so that the eventual outcomes can be evaluated against them. Goals must be realistic and achievable. SWOT analysis. SWOT remains a most effective means of locating an institution's potential. The SWOT can be divided into two elements: an internal analysis concentrating on the performance of the institution itself, and an environmental analysis. The strengths and weaknesses exercise is essentially an internal audit of how effectively the institution performs. The threats and opportunities aspect concentrates on the external or environmental context in which the institution operates. The SWOT analysis aims to produce a small number of key areas under the headings: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The aim of the exercise is to maximize strengths, minimize weaknesses, reduce threats, and build on the opportunities.
SWOT analysis. SWOT remains a most effective means of locating an institution's potential. The SWOT can be divided into two elements: an internal analysis concentrating on the performance of the institution itself, and an environmental analysis. The strengths and weaknesses exercise is essentially an internal audit of how effectively the institution performs. The threats and opportunities aspect concentrates on the external or environmental context in which the institution operates. The SWOT analysis aims to produce a small number of key areas under the headings: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The aim of the exercise is to maximize strengths, minimize weaknesses, reduce threats, and build on the opportunities. Critical Success Factors, CSFs, sometimes called moments of truth, are the indicators of what must be achieved if an institution is to satisfy its customers and its mission statement. They are the next stage in the strategy process and provide a guide to the key quality characteristics of the institutions. The internal critical success factors might include an accessible admission system, learning modes which meet learner needs, properly functioning teams, improved examination pass rates, learner development of social, personal, cultural, and ethical values, improvements in teaching/learning strategies, involvement of the majority of staff in improvement teams, improved progression rates, e.g. into employment and further and higher education. The external critical success factors could include improved access to the institution, greater customer satisfaction evidenced through surveys, increased market share, increased take-up of provision by minority and disadvantaged groups, greater responsiveness to community needs, stronger relationship with industry and commerce. The strategic plan. The strategic plan, sometimes called a corporate or institutional development plan, details the measures which the institution intends to take to achieve its mission. It sets a medium-term timescale, usually over a 3-year period. Its aim is to give the institution guidance and direction.
Created using Powtoon.
However, the plan is not a rigid instrument and should be modified if significant internal or external events require it. In a competitive market for education, the production of a strategic plan assumes considerable importance. Without it, the institution lacks direction. The strategic plan needs to address a number of key issues once the analysis of mission, values, SWOT, and critical success factors has been undertaken. Any institution must decide on market identification. The nature of the market provides the essential setting for the strategic plan. The degree of market penetration the institution expects to make. Any institution must have a target for the degree of market share it is seeking to achieve. Its portfolio of services, this must link closely with market identification and market penetration. Without the appropriate portfolio of courses and programs, it is impossible to meet stated goals. The development of the portfolio. If the institution is lacking the programs geared to its targeted markets, then it clearly needs a strategy and timescale to develop them. The development will include
Created using Powtoon.
Developing long-term institutional strategies, cost leadership strategy, differentiation, called focus strategy, cost leadership strategy. This requires an organization to be the lowest cost institution within its market. It may seek to do this by the extensive use of technology, economies of scale, strict control of costs, etc. The benefits of this strategy are that it can target resources to the areas identified as critical to the customer's perception of quality. However, being the cheapest does not by itself guarantee success. Many consumers will pay more for quality. Quality must not be sacrificed in the drive to reduce unit costs. Within those areas of education where the service is provided free, this strategy does not appear relevant at first sight. However, a school that, for example, is able to control its costs or employ economies of scale will have additional sums of money to employ as it wishes. The results of the effective deployment of its resources can provide it with a competitive edge. Differentiation. This strategy requires an institution to be unique in some way from its competitors. In a commercial market, this may allow the company to charge a premium price. Within education, the gains are largely in terms of being able to attract additional pupils or students, and the unique features may make it easier to attract alternative sources of funding. Quality is important for any institution that may wish to exploit this strategy, because institutions claiming uniqueness will be subject to close scrutiny. Focus strategy. This involves concentrating on a particular geographical area, a customer group, or a market segment. It is a strategy of differentiation through market segmentation. By targeting, the institution will aim to tailor its programs closer to the needs of the targeted groups than those of its rivals. As with all strategies, the aim is to gain a competitive advantage. The cost of doing this is to give up operating across the whole market. Business and operating plans. The business or operating plan is the short-term, usually 1-year, detailed plan for achieving particular aspects of the institution's longer-term corporate strategy. It contains definite measures and the financial implications of putting them into operation. As well as the direct financial benefits and costs, it should include the non-financial benefits such as enhanced reputation, increased profile, etc.
Created using
Business and operating plans. The business or operating plan is the short-term, usually 1-year, detailed plan for achieving particular aspects of the institution's longer-term corporate strategy. It contains definite measures and the financial implications of putting them into operation. As well as the direct financial benefits and costs, it should include the non-financial benefits such as enhanced reputation, increased profile, etc. Developing specific tactics, action plan. The action plan consists of specific tactics that are well-defined, finite projects and activities undertaken for the purpose of accomplishing an organization's broad strategic objectives. Tactics have the following characteristics. Specific in nature. Measurable. Can be quantifiable. Can be accomplished within a specific time frame. Can be assigned to a specific individual or group. Are tied directly to a broad objective. One of the best ways to learn how to develop well-written tactics is to ask the following 3 questions about the broad strategic objective to which the tactics relate. 1. What are the individual, specific activities that will have to be completed in order to achieve this broad strategic objective? 2. Who should be responsible for completing each individual activity identified? 3. By what date must each activity be completed?
created using Powtoon